Vote for Flying Mascot. Link in the description. And with RIOYUKI in race number 1.
RIOYUKI trying hard, indented head grab by RIOYUKI, photo finish.
I think American Angel and Modern Millie, the two, slight leaning towards American Angel.
From second last to last, a big winner. American Angel first from GLASSEY, Miss Modern Millie.
12 the win, Russo.
But the master again, Russo won it. From Aurora's Super Shakespeare.
I like Pinstriped in race number 5, the Bova's Gold Carrot.
Pinstriped, a good winner, a half length. Second, DARCI.
I think MARABI can win the Group 2 Australia Stakes and be a firming favourite for the Oakley Plate.
But she destroys them. MARABI won it, knees down, 2.5.
I'm slightly leaning towards Midwest, a real speedster.
Punched out by McNeil, that's Logan, and Midwest is just far too good for in second Lunar Hero.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another race day preview. We're previewing Caulfield. We've got two Group 3s, the Chairmans and the Manfred Stakes. What a week it was last week, tipping 6 out of 9 at the Valley. Can't wait to rock and roll into this week. Let's get into the first. Race 1 is a 3-year-old fillies benchmark 70 over the 1400 metres. MINOUCHE for Godolphin is the $3 favourite. Damien Oliver in good form. Let's Say Grace is next best at $4, and this is the last start jump out of Let's Say Grace. Now it's only had one start in its career, and it was in New Zealand. So this is a New Zealand horse. It's now trained by Mike Moroney, and in this jump out it was just clicked up over the concluding stages. Wasn't asked to do a lot. This horse has got untapped potential. Don't know what to expect. From gate 6, Mark Zahra should probably be getting back in the field. PATRONESS should set a pretty good speed up front, so I think the back markers will run on, and if they can, I think Mark Zahra can get off to a winning start with Let's Say Grace. MINOUCHE is in there for second, has been racing really well. We'll get an ideal run from gate 2 and Damien Oliver's in form. PATRONESS looks to get its own way here. If it goes at a genuine clip, it'll probably stave them off and win. We'll see, and Burning Power's a good chance, but I like Let's Say Grace in the first. Race 2 is a benchmark 70 over the 1800 metres. Worthily is the $2.50 favourite. This is my best of the day. $6.50 for Irish Butterfly and $7 for Hasseltoff. This was Worthily's last start effort. First up at Flemington in a benchmark 70 over the 1400 metres, won by Nicolini Vito. It came from last and weaved through the field late to only finish 3 lengths off the eventual winner, which was Nicolini Vito. It'll take plenty of improvement from this first up run at Flemington. Draws gate 2 on the weekend, so I'm hoping it can settle a little bit closer. Hopefully it's not on the fence and on the outside. It can go whenever it wants, and John McNeil will know what to do with the horse. So 25 the win on Worthily. Science Sealed Deliver is in there for second. I think first up can run very well over the 1800 metres, drawn gate 4. Irish Butterfly's been racing well in higher grade. It's got to go in there, and Flandersrain sort of forgiving off its last start effort. I was with it last start as well, but I like Worthily's my best of the day. 25 the win. Race 3 is a benchmark 78 over the 2400 metre journey. Lost Impact is at $4, a wide open field with 9 runners. $5.50 for both Dirty Deeds and Swelter Magic. This was the last start effort at the Valley of Swelter Magic, Salto Angel and Lost Impact. I think these are all good chances, but I'm with Swelter Magic on the weekend. Now, Saving led this race and it really dropped out. There must be something wrong with it. Must have come to the end of its preparation, but Swelter Magic kicked on well off that fast speed. What I've put it down to for the improved performance is up in distance to the 2400 metres. It might just excel over 2400, and it might just appreciate a fast tempo. So I think Swelter Magic, if it sets its own pace, it can run well and win. Kingsful can win, but it just hasn't won for a while, and that's the only query, but it can run into a place. Miss 500 gets on the lightweight, but is up in class, and Brilliant Venture was an absolute brilliant win last start at Caulfield. It's got to go in there for 4th, but I like Swelter Magic in the 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, I must address something to you before we get on to race number 4. Over the past week, there's been a new YouTuber that has come onto the website and has taken inspiration for me, making his own race day previews now. His name's Sky High Horse Racing. He DM'd me on Twitter, starting about maybe 5 days ago, and he's now created his own YouTube channel, so go check him out. He's doing race day previews like me, and he's absolutely smashing it. Race number 4 is the Group 3 Chairman Stakes for 2-year-olds over the 1,000 metres. Renault first up for Godolphin is at $2.90. Sebenak for John McNeil is at $4.60. Now Renault, this was its recent jump out at Flemington. It wasn't asked to do a lot in this jump out. It led and went to the line comfortably. So from gate 3 on the weekend, it should be putting itself midfield or forward. Judging off this jump out, they're riding it more forward, which I really like. So I think Renault is a class above this field. It's got the race experience on his side, and I think he should be winning on the weekend. 25 the win on it. Sebenak looks an absolute monster from its yearling photo, but might want further than the 1,000 metres. It's in there for second. Mrs. Pat Morpher, Annabelle Neesham coming down from Sydney can run well, and Damon Award I thought was over the odds at $23 for Leon and Troy Corsten's number 1. But I like Renault settling more forward in race number 4, the Chairman Stakes for 2-year-olds. Race 5 is the Group 3 Manfred Stakes over the 1,200 metres for 3-year-olds. Paulele is at $2.80 coming down from Sydney, or is it Generation is at $3.50 next best for John McNeil. Now, this is Paulele's recent trial at Randwick in a heat won by Malkovich, who's a speedster. Now, Paulele is accepted to run in the Eskimo Prince on Saturday as well at Randwick. So I am really hoping it goes to Melbourne because I think it will absolutely bolt in. But if it goes to Sydney, I can understand that. J-Mac's not riding it in Sydney, which is a bit concerning for me because he's been on it basically every start. But it's down here in Melbourne. Hopefully it's accepted, and if it runs, I think it's a big chance. Marine 1 will be my on-top selection if it doesn't run. Marine 1's been racing really well. Umgawa, I think, is the best roughie of the day. Got scratched from Sandown because of this, ran well behind Decent Rain last start, and Zethus coming down from Sydney beat Home Affairs in one of its first starts, so it's got to be a chance. 25 to win, Paul Ellie, 3 each way, Umgawa. In race number 5, the Manfred Stakes. Race 6 is the Fillies and Mares benchmark 78 over the 1,400 metres. We've got equal favourites, $4.80 for both Divine Diosa and Groovy Kinda Love. But it's a wide open race. This was the last start effort of Galgani first up at the Valley. Maria Mia should have bolted in, but Galgani won. That's all I'm going to say about this race. But yeah, Galgani won pretty well, sitting through well without cover. I think it'll take plenty of benefit from this performance. Jaws Gate 4 on the weekend has a map advantage over most of its key rivals. The only one niggling query I've got with it is how much the firm track run took out of it. It was a firm 2 at the Valley. But if it's fully fit and it comes into this at 100%, then I think Galgani's the one to beat. Groovy Kinda Love from Gate 7 will be getting back, but absolutely charging home late. It's in very good form as that a jump out in between runs. Vespertine, Gate 14 steered me away in how far it's going to get back, but it'll be charging home late. And Sensationalisation got cut off by Yon's last start. It can run well over the odds. Galgani is on top for me. Race 7 is a benchmark 100 over the 1,800 metres. Desert Icon is the $3.30 favourite. $5.50 for Dark Dream. $6 for Ho Ho Khan. Both of those horses are last start winners. This was Desert Icon's last start effort up in Sydney, and it just got done by Too Much to Bear, who's getting off its back now. Desert Icon before this run ran a length and a half, I think, off Somerset Morm and Designer Chef at Flemington. So it's been down here in Melbourne before, but I reckon it's a good chance on the weekend in this benchmark 100. Gets in with the 54 kilos. I think Desert Icon from Gate 9 will be getting back, but I think with the lightweight will be charging home late, and Desert Icon can win. Criminal Codes also coming down from Sydney. I'm with the 2 Sydney Raiders here. Has been racing well. Brett Preble on. Ho Ho Khan and Dark Dream, the 2 last start winners, can run well. Ho Ho Khan was a good last start winner. Dark Dream probably prefers Flemington to Caulfield. That's why I've got it in for 4th, but overall, Desert Icon is on top for me in race number 7. I'm hoping it can win. Race 8 is a benchmark 78 over the 1,100 metres. The Garden is at $4.20 and is the favourite. Evening Glory is at $6 along with Capriccio. But that's all the market, the top chance in the market for now. Capriccio, this was its last start effort in the Standish handicap down the straight at Flemington, won by Hal Vorsen. Now, this is very much a class above from what it's facing on the weekend. Capriccio takes a big step down in class, but also a little rise in weight. Damien Oliver goes on. This was a good run down the straight. Now, it's probably better down the straight than around the around the bend, which is a little bit of a query, but I think judging off that last start effort, it's come back pretty well and can win again. The Garden from gate 14 will need to cross the whole field, but if it does, it's a big chance. Evening Glory was good behind Scorched Earth last start at Caulfield, can win, and ZORRO'S Dream is a tad over the odds at $17. 15 the win on both the Garden and CAPRICCIO in race number 8. Race 9 is a benchmark 78 over the 1600 metres. TUVALU is odds on at $1.95, $6 for both Nicolini Vito and Savannah Cloud, both last start winners there. This was TUVALU's recent win in the Port Fairy Cup at Warrnambool. Now, I really tried to get TUVALU beat on the weekend. This weekend, I would look for something to beat it. I was very much looking at Nicolini Vito, but TUVALU was just staring me in the face of a winner. I couldn't go against it in the end. Has to carry the big weight, but has done in the past and won, so that's not too much of a concern. If it gets to the lead or outside the leader, I reckon it'll nearly be unstoppable. So TUVALU on top in the last to blast out. Nicolini Vito, I think, can definitely win and take it up to TUVALU. Savannah Cloud beat Gentleman Roy last start, who was a subsequent winner at the Valley last week. And our Destrier was a good benchmark 82 winner at Morphettville, beating Dexter U Devil last start. But TUVALU's on top for the last at Caulfield. See you later.